I'd like to give more praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Kwakadash, and I'd like to give a salutation to the brothers, to the apostles and the hopeful elect, and to you sisters who are laboring in the truth, reading the scriptures in silence, and learning the word of the Lord from your husbands. So anyway, that being said, I want to discuss something. I don't know if the video is going to be long or not. You know, sometimes I say it's going to be short. It tend to be long. So, what I want to discuss is something very important. Hopefully, the Holy Spirit will guide me, to talk about the things that need to be talked about. I want to talk about when you say less, it's more, and what you put your business out on social media is forever going to be there. So I want to dive into it a bit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to dive in a bit. If you ever experience any conflict or any problem or issue because of the decisions you made or the things you've done, you have to take full accountability, because let me tell you something. When you put your business out on social media, people will use it for their own gain, whether it's negative or positive. So you can't win with social media. Social media is a platform where it can elevate you or it can destroy you, your choice. And also, as brothers, we use social media to push forth the word so it can get around in this world, because that's another way of spreading the true gospel, right? Excuse me. So I just want to give my intake on putting your business out on social media. Do not put your business out on social media. And because you're going to regret your decision or what you do to people. Now, if you are a person that's very, very evil and you have a vindictive ways and you don't care about others, expect for something to happen to you, because some people love to get into mischief. People love to get into drama. People love to get into all type of problems. Okay, so you have those type of people. Then you have those that keep going on social media, looking for validation, looking for some kind of approval from people. And when you're looking for approval and validation from people, it's not always best, because sometimes you may not get the answers that you're looking for. Sometimes you may get a harsh reality because people out here, they don't have to really see you. People is only talking behind the keyboard, and sometimes it's best for you not to put your business out there. I mean, we're all guilty of showing our families and our friends, and you know what I'm saying, or any ceremonies that we that we are in, or based on our jobs or children's graduation and so forth, right? So this internet world, it can be a help or it could destroy you. Because like I said, less is more, because sometimes people don't need to see everything in your life. Facebook is not, they should change the name from Facebook. It should call Nosy Book, because people are so nosy and people is wondering what the hell you got going on in your life. Now it's up for grabs depending on the person. If they're content creators, and they don't mind showing the ups and downs of their life, cool, that's them. But when you're not a content creator, or you're not a person to show those things, and you're putting your business out there, or you're writing certain things and saying certain things like this and that, just expect the ridicule to come. And if you're a kind of person where you're never on there, and if someone got you on there, that's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You just hope for the best. It's not nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? It's something positive. But stop putting your business out on social media. Okay? There's nothing wrong with telling your testimony. It's nothing wrong of explaining the things that happen to you. That's not what I'm meaning. I'm meaning was when you're putting everything out, or you want everyone to know your thoughts, or stop letting people know what you're thinking. Stop letting people have access to your life. People don't like to see good things happen for you. So what they tend to do is they will take what you have put up there. They will conjure up spirits, right? And people will pray to the wicked and demonize what you got going on. So if you know you got a blessing probably coming from the Most High, from Yahweh, right? And it can be destroyed because you're letting people know what's happening in your life. Don't let the world know everything that you're doing. People don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? And some people are just, I get it, some people are just happy they want everyone to cheer on for them, but the majority of people don't like to see you succeed. They want to see you at the bottom of the damn barrel, okay? It's crabs in a barrel mindset. They do not want you to succeed, okay? Our own people are like that. People do not want you to excel. Why? Because when you excel, you naturally leave people behind. It's not because you want to, because life dictate that journey and path that you have chosen. So if someone go to jail, right, and they get locked up, doing time, going to prison, and your life out here is constantly growing, elevating, they're missing out. That's not your fault. That's their fault. People make decisions based on certain situations. Now, sometimes people maybe get caught up in some situation where it's not their fault, or to be a blame or accused or something. I understand that. But if you got the power and the control to stop or do something, and you don't do it, and you continue on to go through with it, expect consequences and repercussions to occur. Okay? So when you don't tell people what you're doing or showing what you got, they can't hold nothing against you. You got to be mysterious, and you got to be mysterious. Okay? A lot of men talk, they talking so fucking fast like women. And women do that on social media platforms. They're quick to tell you about themselves or something about you. And most of the time, that shit don't even be true. It just be something to make them look good and make you look bad. You understand? Typically, people lie. They lie. you know. So your best thing is to be real with yourself, you know what I'm saying? And stop telling everyone what you're doing, where you at, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. People will kill you, man. People will murder you, you know, and people will do anything to hurt you because they're tired of you getting a one-up. Some people don't like for you to have success in life, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm telling you this because I care about you guys. I don't want to see you guys lose yourself because you want validation or you want some approval or you want someone to agree or shout you on from a great chair. People will celebrate, right, your success, right, in private, but they won't celebrate your success in the open, because that's how you could tell that someone is a hater, you know. And this word hate, this word hater is very loose. People use that word very loosely, man. First thing is you got to know what the definition of what a hater is. A hater is a person that despises, that full of envy, jealousy. They don't want to see you grow. Okay, they are people out here that live this lifestyle of being a hater. Everything bothers them. Everything is I'm triggered, I'm mad, I'm fucked up, mad. Wow, you gotta talk about that good shit. Because they have a spirit on them. It's a misery, love, company type of spirit. All right. So please, people like that, people like that, cut them off. Cut them off. You don't need them. Okay? Cut them off. And sometimes strangers give you more support than those that you knew all your life. That's why you have to keep your circle very, very small. You know, do not invite everyone into your life, in your circle, because you will find out the hard way. People may have good intentions for you, or they may not. You may be a sincere person, right? Or you think you are, and you want everyone to jump aboard to push. Yo, that's my man. Yo, that's my homegirl. Yo. Everyone is not going to do that. People are not going to yell loud. People are going to yell from the back. Okay? And listen, it's okay. It's okay sometimes to not support everything. You don't have to support everything. That doesn't make you a hater. It just ain't. It's just not for you. Okay? And when you do that, just know that the same people are not going to support you. But you got to live with that. And that's fine. Okay? But everything that you do, okay, or say will be held against you. Especially when you go in a court of law, you get arrested, is that everything will be held against you in a court of law. Why? Because they need to find evidence or some kind of truth that's gonna help them solve or crack the case or put you behind bars for the rest of your life. Okay? So that's what people do. You know, people, the community, the fan base, they're like your biggest critics. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying they're the number one, because your number one critic should be for those who love you, because you got to take constructive criticism. A lot of us don't want to take constructive criticism because we think that, oh, everybody's a hater. Oh, you a hater. Oh, listen, sometimes not being a yes man is making your man feel like, oh, okay, he keeping it real with me, man. He ain't saying just to say it. So you could tell the difference when someone is not a yes person and someone is a yes man. Okay, someone you can say, well, okay, he's not a hater. He's you got to know how to decipher. You say, all right, man, wow, a person that really hate, they'll never got nothing good to say about you, nothing nice. A person with constructive criticism they will have great things to say about you, but they will also want you to be better at what you're doing, so that you can be the best that you can be moving forward. All right, like for instance, like for myself, you know, I do plastering, and I'm constantly learning, and I'm not the best in the world, but as much as I learn every day, I'm moving every day with this. I'm getting my skill set much better from years on end. Okay, I know for a fact that I can plaster. Sometimes factors that play a part doesn't mean that you're not a great plasterer or a good plasterer. It's just that sometimes it just didn't work out for you. Okay, but you always got to have the faith, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't give up. Don't never quit in life. Don't never quit. But you can't tell all your business at the same time, because people will use this against you and will make you feel some kind of way, and then make you want to quit or give up. So that's why it's best to keep things to yourself and then do it. And then if the outcome comes out good, then you can say, oh, well, look, I got it, I did it. You understand? So nobody can say nothing no more. They can't pop any BS. So if they're gonna hate you, let them hate you all the way to your success. Because the only thing they can't do is respect it. You know, everyone like for instance, like this guy LeBron James. Everyone diss this guy constantly. Yeah, we said slick things, and lip balm this, or hairline pushed back, and this and that, right? All kind of jokes. But guess what? The man doesn't have to worry about one financial situation. He his rent and his bills are always paid. The same people that are making all these jokes, they're struggling. 90% of the people are struggling on the internet. Most of those people don't have nothing to show forth. A lot of these people always worry about the wrong things, and that's why their life will never get anywhere. When you worry about the wrong things, your life cannot progress. And when you're telling people or what you feel or what you think about it, they're gonna look at you and say, that's what you're thinking about. That's what it is. No. Don't give people access to what you're thinking about. Stop writing on social media, I got a problem. Stop it. Cut it out. Because when you do it, you're letting people know that you're very vulnerable. Okay? Please keep your business off of social media. You do not want social media to make you a laughingstock from years to come. Because there's many things that have been shown on social media years ago, and it resurfaced. And people was laughing and say, oh shit, you remember that? Oh, that's crazy. Then they start to reshare it again. So if you make something viral or you go viral, you want that to be something of a good essence, something that's gonna be forever memorable. You don't want to be something memorable where it's negative, or somebody they making memes of you and joking. You know, sometimes it can be a good thing, because if you're a good cheer, you're a good sport about it, then they're not gonna understand that. You know what I'm saying? But basically what I'm saying is, you know, just be mindful what you're doing on social media. You know, I just want to address that, because a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people out here in this world are not bright. They're not bright at all. A lot of these people are very, very, very docile. You know, they don't have the capacity that God has given them to think. You know, God has given you a brain to think, man. Yahweh gave you a brain to think. You know, so, but I say this. I'm going to say this before I end the video. The same people that you think cared about you or loved you, you'll be surprised how many people will turn their back against you. You'll be surprised. And the same people that you thought that was supporting you, that cared for you, those are the same people that's talking behind your back. So be careful of the snakes in the grass. Be very careful, all right? You know, a real person that have an issue, they're going to address the person or address the issue. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not going to address a real person or issue because they're cowards, okay? And on this planet, you cannot be a coward. Coward is not tolerated, all right? But you got to slow up before you do things on social media, okay? You got to know who's watching you. Excuse me, sorry. I mean, there's 1,000 people watching you. But you got to be very careful of what you're saying because people are watching. Children are watching. And hold on, guys. This is the firefighter. That's Esau. He just come with these distraction noise and just trying to get my train of thought away. But anyway, you don't know who these people really gonna do or say about you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep in mind, okay? Gotta keep in mind. Hold on, y'all. This shit is crazy, man. You know, I mean, whatever's happening, I hope nobody ain't get hurt. Cause that's the firefighters, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the firefighters, but sometimes that noise, man, is a big distraction. You know. But anyway, cause sometimes when you, like, as a person, when you sowing a word or you giving encouragement and you trying to give wisdom to people, here comes Satan. Satan comes immediately. You know, I'm not saying those guys are particularly wicked, but sometimes when you're trying to give a positive message, Satan comes and trying to disrupt that and try to get that trend of thought disrupt what you're trying to tell the viewers or people that need to hear it, man. You know, but you know, just be very mindful of what you do on social media. Okay, be very mindful because you don't know who really looking at you and who really want to see something. I mean, look, I stay quiet 90% of the time on social media when it comes to Facebook, on Instagram. I don't do a lot of posting. When I was much younger, yeah, I did a lot. But sometimes the foolishness that you do, people really look at you like, damn, that's how you really think. You know, people kind of look at you different. Like, people that I see, when I look at them kind of different. I'm like, yo, damn, like, there's something wrong with this dude, you know, something wrong with this girl, you know. But I just keep it to myself, man, because I don't break bread with those who don't understand the dynamic of being quiet. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna use social media for the good purpose of use for what you're doing. Don't sit back and but if you're a content creator and you're making money off of this and you're making a nice decent piece of change, I wouldn't advise you to stop. You know, keep going, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Until it ends, because you know, or if you got enough where you can say, you know what, I'm just gonna just fall back and I'm just gonna mind my business and do other business adventures with this, man. Okay, so You know, so just be aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, why would you want everyone to be in your business? Why you want everyone to see what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, and then it affects your eternal family, man. Your intermediate family. You know, your wife or your husband, your kids. You know, your grandkids. You know you know, you're not thinking about them as well. You're thinking about yourself, which is selfish. Cause then now they gotta go out here. They gonna say, yo, I saw your mom's on the social media. Yo, why you did to why you talking crazy about your pop? Isn't that is, you know? So now you're stirring up trouble. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Don't do those things. You know, don't do those things, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's not worth the headache, man. When you get to a certain age, you don't want problems. But problems is all around us. It's not, you can't run away from it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually conflict will come to you, and you got to know how to handle issues and conflict. If you're the kind of person, you like to troll, you like to stir up problems and stir up spirits and make people upset, and because people do that, people like to get reactions out of people. It's the same thing before social media came. You have people that used to do those things. They like to get you upset, get you out your character. They want to see the reaction, and they said, wait a minute, if I could do this to people, now before social media came and now social media is here, wait a minute, I could use this platform to do the same for those that I don't know and make money off of it. That's what people do. People make these skits. Some people do it to make you upset, to trigger you, and people get caught up, you know, because they're so into their feelings. They don't know. Oh, okay, all right, this is not that. It's not that true. They just joking. Sometimes people joke, but they tell the truth in the midst of it. Okay, it's up to you if you got tough skin. Cause social media is like it's like a major high school that for all of us that's in it. For, you know, all of us are in this one main high school, which is the matrix. You know what I'm saying? And when you get caught and sucked into this matrix, yo, your life is bound to change forever. It's up to you what you choose. Okay, you want to choose delusion or you want to choose reality? Which one you want? Now, some of us want the lukewarm pill. We want to be in between, only when it's convenient for us to jump in and out. That don't work, and that's the most dangerous one because when you're trying to be something that you're not, or you're trying to get a part of something, or dibble dabble, you know, it just turned ugly, man. You know, so my father always used to tell me, he said, son, if you ever gonna walk this type of walk it all the way through. You can't half-ass this walk, okay? If you live in a certain lifestyle, you gotta go through. You gotta go through with it. Be a man about yours and accept it. You know, don't run from it now. Don't do things that you can't handle. So you gotta be very mindful of what you're getting yourself into. That's why I said be very mindful of what you're doing when you're putting stuff on social media. Just know that there's reasoning, there's repercussions, there's all type of things can happen to you. All right? I just pray that it don't, you know. I pray that, and you know, I pray for y'all that, you know, that these things don't happen, okay? So if you got any great ideas or if you want to run it by people, make sure that your ideas is being met from other people, which is required for you to really grow, or they are actually got their hand in it. You know, sometimes rappers, musicians, they don't talk about it all the time when the music's coming out, because then people gonna keep asking when it's coming, when you gonna do it, but you say you did it. They'll use you against you. So sometimes it's best to not say nothing, or when you know when you're done, then you could say, you know what, I'm a month away of release, so you know I'll say that I got an album coming out. This, or sometimes people do it 6 months in advance, knowing who they are as a person. Everyone works differently. So, but don't go and say, I'm gonna do this and do that, and you don't do it. Now people look at you like, damn, man, you can't keep your own word, your own backing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna live a certain way or a certain lifestyle, knowing how social media is, just be prepared what comes with it. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. People always gonna have some kind of judgmental sayings. People always gonna say something crazy. I don't like his shirt. That shirt look crazy. That shirt look mad tight. I don't like the food he eating. Look at the way he cooking. He don't understand how he cook. I don't like the way that toothbrush make my breath stink. You know, whatever it is, people always got something to say. And it's up to you to have thick skin, man. So if you don't got thick skin, especially in New York City, because New York City will tear you up. Chicago, that shit will tear you up. DC, Philly, you know what I'm saying? California, you know, but mainly New York, because New York, they wear their heart on their sleeve, man. And if you don't got thick skin, man, they will disrespect you. Okay? So be mindful what you're doing. And if you know that you're gonna go on social media, just know, practice your skill set before someone can make a very assumption of your work. You know, you don't want people who have these preconceived notions of you already, where they say, nah, man, I already know that nigga. That nigga, he ain't that good. Okay? Whether you do exceptionally well, great on the content that you're creating on social media, it could be skyrocket. You could get 1 million, 2 million views. But guess what? There's always someone gonna say something bad. Okay? So I'd rather let's say if it's 5 million people that viewed it and only 3 million people liked it, but 2 million didn't like it, I'll settle for the 3 million. I will settle for the 3 million. Okay, that's where most of my clientele is gonna be. The other 2 million, hey, I lost it. Maybe I could gain them with something else. You know? So we can't cry on something that we can't control. Okay? So if you're doing stupid shit on social media and you can't control it, that's on you. You know, I'll give you an example. Like, you know, my cousin, she had a situation with a guy, you know, and, you know, she a street bitch, you know what I'm saying? And she like street niggas, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understand about the streets, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm from the streets, so I understand. But my life doesn't determine or dictate in the streets no more. You know, because I got a wife and kids, and I got to take care of my children the honest way and the right way. And you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's not about me right now. I'm just, you know, so. And she had a situation with a dude, and the dude posted a naked picture of my cousin. You know what I'm saying? And the whole family saw it. And it was fucking crazy. And I was tight. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, my mindset, I wanted to see this dude. But then I'm telling myself, that had nothing to do with you. Why would you lose everything for somebody that you don't even know? Because your cousin made this type of decision, you know, because she has bad decision. She's a bad decision maker. She doesn't make great sense. She choose these type of people, and then she want to cry me a river like Justin Timberlake, you know. So you can't do that, you know. But my cousin, she's not a bad person, you know what I'm saying. You know, she's a sweetheart, but at the same time, it's like you got to be mindful of the decisions and the people that you choose in your life, man, because it can hurt you. You know, and I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did to him for him to do that. You know, that's kind of low. It's kind of real. It's a kind of like some kind of like revenge thing that, you know, women typically do, like a woman scorns, so to speak. But those are just demons, man. Demons just doing shit because demons are hurt because you're not being moved. So they trying to do something else to get you out your character. You know what I'm saying? So no, you can't really put your hands on people on no more these days, because you'll get locked the fuck up quick. And then people will find you on social media, and people posting you, yo, he over there. They got your whole face, your whole everything. They will find you. They will find you. You know. Excuse me, slack here. So, young women, please, y'all are on the social media and you're promoting a high volume of sexualism, and young boys and young girls are watching this and they think it's cool. They think is right. You're fighting on there. You're carrying on with drama. You're telling everyone else's business. You're an instigator. You're doing all these things on there. Young boys, you're fighting like you're acting like women. But you're trying to do it in a masculine form, and that doesn't work that way. A masculine form of a man doesn't go and just causes war with another man. It has to be a reason, and if another man doesn't agree to it, and he want to get down, then you just got to get down. But now young men today, these so-called these YNs, they supposed to be the new toughest on the block. But a lot don't understand that back then, there was rules and regulations and ethics of code to follow and principles to follow, man. Today they don't follow that. Today is, I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna do whatever I want because I'm emotional. I don't care about thinking and rationalizing. I'm just gonna get my op right now. And social media gets you in trouble because you telling all your fucking business on a fucking platform. You're saying in your music, oh, it's about switches and hats. Come on, like, y'all young boys don't know that I know what y'all be talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is your new era and wave, but you're so lost, man. Jeremiah 4:22, it says Sodom's children they are foolish to do evil, but they are wise to do evil, but they have no wisdom to do good. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You are foolish, you are foolish children. You are wise to do evil, but to do good you have no knowledge. That was the right saying right there. So I'm telling y'all, man, what is that knowledge? The scriptures, that spiritual understanding, having discernment, being observant, and looking around what's going on in your community, man. Not being destructive to your own community. You know what I'm saying? Being positive. So, young ladies, I know that's how you make your money, because a lot of y'all, you don't mess with so much in your life. You got no choice but to do what you do on social media. You know what that means, so I'm not going to even get into that. You know what I'm saying? And you fellas, man, stop fighting, stop shooting at each other, stop worrying about this blood and Crip shit. That's all that stuff that y'all doing. Y'all putting that on social media. Y'all got to stop doing that shit. Everything. You're criminalizing yourself. You're penalizing yourself. You are the reason why you're in trouble. You are admitting to a felony. You are admitting a felony on social media. Why would you put yourself in that type of situation? Be mindful of what you're doing on social media. A lot of you people are gonna learn the hard way. So I'm telling y'all, be mindful of what you're doing. So I just wanted to give that little speech real quick. I hope this video will touch someone. I hope you can take this, for what it's worth. It's not to put judgment on people, but it's to show people the best outlook of it, man. You gotta have wisdom, man. Wisdom is your best key, man. So, and trusting Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. So You know, I wanted to bring out a few scriptures, but you know, like, you know, I'm gonna say for Hosea 4:6, you know, my people lack of knowledge thereof. What is that knowledge you lack? You know, you don't know the commandments. You don't know that you're the true Hebrew. You don't know that you're God's chosen people. I'm talking primarily for the children of Israel in the ghettos of America. Okay, but this message is a worldwide. This message is a general message. But this is more primarily for my people that's living in these neighborhoods. So anyway, with that being said, I hope this video was edifying. Shalom.